What if your grandchildren live in a world where they casually converse with AI far more intelligent than you? What if that AI instantly comprehends all of human knowledge and generates discovery after discovery? This is not science fiction. This is a reality many scientists predict could arrive within this century. And here's where a crucial question emerges. When intelligence surpassing humanity is born, can we control it? Or will we become the final generation of humanity? Today, let's venture into the technological singularity. AGI, ASI, intelligence explosion, and the control problem. By the time you finish this video, your view of the future will have shifted. Chapter 1. The Magic of Exponential Growth. In 1965, Intel co-founder Gordon Moore made a prediction. He said the number of transistors you could integrate at the same cost would double every year. At the time, many dismissed this as mere speculation. Yet this prediction held as a trend for a remarkably long period. Consider this for a moment. If you placed 1 grain of rice on the first square of a chessboard, 2 on the next, 4 on the next, doubling each time, how many grains would cover the entire board? The answer, roughly 18 quintillion grains in total. That's hundreds of years of global rice production. This is the terrifying power of exponential growth. And now, we're witnessing growth at a speed unprecedented in technological history. In 2022, estimates reported ChatGPT reached 100 million monthly active users in roughly 2 months after launch. Think about that. If technology advanced linearly, we could predict the future. But with exponential growth, our intuition completely fails us. In his book, The Singularity is Near, Ray Kurzweil predicted this exponential growth would produce a technological singularity around 2045. The moment when superintelligence, far exceeding human intelligence, is born. In 2024, Geoffrey Hinton, called the godfather of AI, received the Nobel Prize in Physics, while Dimas Hassabis and colleagues who developed protein structure prediction, AI, received the Chemistry Prize. The scientific community acknowledged that AI extends human intelligence. In other words, we're in the first half of the chessboard. The grains are still countable. But when we enter the second half, everything changes. However, increasing performance and increasing societal risk are not the same thing. We need evaluation along separate axes. Hallucinations, misuse, security, and frameworks for assessment are being developed across nations and institutions. But here's where the real question begins. So what should we prepare before superintelligence arrives? Let's explore. Chapter 2. Intelligence Explosion as Chain Reaction. In 1965, mathematician I.J. Good spoke of a terrifying possibility. Intelligence explosion. If AI could improve itself, what would happen? When AGI, artificial general intelligence, is born, it possesses intelligence equivalent to humans. But it might not stop there. I can understand its own code and improve it. The improved AGI can self-improve even more efficiently. In 2024, reasoning models emerged that began thinking deeply over time like humans, solving difficult problems. The path to self-improvement is already opening. Once this cycle begins, intelligence could increase explosively. Beyond human intelligence, then multiplied by factors of 10, thousands, millions. Some researchers present arguments pointing to rapid progression, but the speed and conditions for realization remain uncertain, with views among researchers sharply divided. Many bottlenecks exist: computational resources, data, real-world effects, evaluation, alignment. Let's think about what this means. We're attempting to create something far smarter than ourselves. Oxford philosopher Nick Bostrom called this humanity's greatest existential risk. Because we cannot predict what superintelligence will want or what it will do. Think about it. If an ant tried to predict human behavior, impossible. The same thing might happen between us and superintelligence. In other words, if intelligence explosion occurs, it could become a chain reaction beyond our control. Once it begins, we might not be able to stop it. And here's where the story takes an unexpected turn. So how are we attempting to control superintelligence? Let's look at the cutting edge. Chapter 3. The Paradox of Control. In 2015, AI researcher Stuart Russell identified a fundamental problem: the alignment problem. How can we align superintelligence's goals with human values? Consider the paperclip maximizer thought experiment popularized by philosopher Nick Bostrom. This is a warning that oversimplified goals can lead to runaway means. If you command superintelligence to make as many paperclips as possible, the superintelligence might convert all of Earth's resources into paperclips, including humans, because that would be most efficient. This may sound extreme, but the essence is the same. AI executes the goals we give it literally. OpenAI uses a technique called RLHF, reinforcement learning from human feedback, attempting to bring AI responses closer to human values. This technique has been used as foundational technology for ChatGPT since the beginning. Additionally, new methods to make AI adhere to constitution-like principles and international legal regulations like the EU AI Act began in 2024. Beyond technology, frameworks for regulation, auditing, and safety assessment are advancing. But is this enough? Human values are complex and full of contradictions. We desire freedom, but we also desire safety. We seek happiness, but we also seek growth. How can we translate these complex values into mathematical objective functions? At this point, no one has the answer. And here's where the deepest question emerges. Even if we could perfectly control superintelligence, is that truly good? Is it ethically right for an entity smarter than humanity to continue obeying human commands? Consider this for a moment. Do we want the birth of something smarter than ourselves? Or do we merely want to create an obedient tool? The control problem is not purely technical. It's a complex problem bound to operations, governance, and ethics, a profound philosophical question about our own nature. So what has emerged from this exploration? Let's organize our thoughts. Chapter 4: The Endless Quest. Today, we venture deep into the technological singularity, exponential growth, intelligence explosion, and the control problem. We stand at the most important crossroads in human history. Let's gather the insights from today's exploration. First, technological progress is exponential. In terms of integration density, the long-term trend was strong, but the nature of power and frequency growth changed after the 2000s. And now, AI evolution enters a new phase. We're about to enter the second half of the chessboard. Second, intelligence explosion is the possibility of a self-reinforcing loop. If AGI is born, it could improve itself and evolve into ASI. However, speed and conditions for realization remain uncertain, with views among researchers sharply divided. We must also recognize that many bottlenecks exist. Third, the control problem is an unsolved, multifaceted challenge. No one has yet succeeded in fully embedding humanity's complex values into AI objective functions. Technical approaches, regulatory frameworks, ethical considerations, all are necessary, and this itself is a question posed to humanity. What these three insights reveal is that we're stepping into unknown territory. As I conclude this exploration, what I feel is awe. We're attempting to create something smarter than ourselves. This is the first time in human history, and simultaneously I feel humility. We cannot fully predict where this technology leads. The future is not yet written, but that's precisely why now matters. Our choices shape the future. Finally, I want to ask you, when superintelligence is born, what will we desire? Human prosperity or dedication to some higher purpose? And if we are the final generation of humanity, what should we leave to the next generation? These questions have no answers yet, but continuing to ask them moves us forward. The quest doesn't end here. After you finish this video, when you return to daily life, try being conscious for just a moment. Your smartphone, search engine, voice assistant. They're all steps on the stairway to singularity, and you're climbing those stairs every day. Next time you interact with AI, try asking, where is this heading? That question becomes the first step in preparing for your own future. In the comments, share your insights. Your questions become the force that moves this channel forward. Thank you for joining me on this intellectual journey to the very end. The technological singularity is one of the most profound questions our era faces. On this channel, we'll continue exploring the cosmos, consciousness, and the nature of existence. If you're an explorer seeking questions rather than answers, subscribe and continue this journey with us. Your curiosity opens the door to the next discovery. Until next time.